Hi, everybody. How's it going? Happy Tuesday. Not so bright and sunny this morning as it was yesterday, but we're here just the same, and that's enough to be grateful for. I hope you had a great day yesterday. I actually had a really productive day, and it's amazing how wonderful it feels when you get to the end of your day and it's just you feel accomplished. You feel like you did something, and I like that feeling. I don't know about you guys, but I love that feeling. So, anyways, we're continuing our talk this week with regards to probiotics. And we are going to, Dana's going to be joining us shortly. But probiotics, again, is one of those things that if you missed our show yesterday, please check it out. They're all over my group, Wendy Humphreys Nutritional Solutions, and all over Dana's group, and then on the YouTube channel as well too. So please be sure to check it out. And if you have any questions with regards to any kind of probiotics, just reach out because we're here to help. Sorry. That's why you have to put your phone away for the most part. Yeah, so probiotics is one of those things that, like I said, is essential. If nothing else, this is a good place to start with if you are thinking about really beginning to get a sense of normalcy in your gut. This is the place to start. And again, it's not something that you have to take all the time, but it's something that if you are prone to issues on a regular basis, this is something that you really want to bring into your life. This is if you have a fairly healthy lifestyle and you eat fairly well and you are very much active and you sleep well and everything just seems to be copacetic, I would still say, and I would still recommend on a regular basis, seasonally, to get to get your probiotics in as much as possible because in these times we want to stay as healthy as we can for everybody around us. If you have autoimmune issues, if you have an underlying immune situation, if you happen to be around people that have issues that with their immune system, or if you are just, oh my, if you are just going and what was I trying to think?
I threw you off.
Yes, you did. You got a good boob shot there.
Self-promotion there. Carry
on. Oh, you're funny. What was I saying? Anyways, take probiotics. That's what I'm trying to say.
Hi, look up here. Look up here.
Yeah. Okay. There's my eyes right there.
Yeah, probiotics are really important for breast health as well.
There you go. Expound upon that.
Sorry, I'm kind of in bed doing my sequex because I had I can't do that. I have to do this. I'm so sorry. Do a massage yesterday because my thorax was locked for some strange reason, but and I know why, because he thoroughly explained that to me. So, but yes, probiotics and everything, like just get them into you because it's absolutely so important for gut health, so important for stools and poop. Like,
we kind of went into that a little bit yesterday just because that's kind of my expertise. But how does it really work with the breast health situation? Why is it so important with that?
The mammary glands still exist regardless, and they're all sort of carrying a bacteria. Remember that you pass bacteria, like your colostrum still carries a bacteria in it as you're breastfeeding. So the it goes same as like you wouldn't think you need bacteria for your brain, or it's so good for head to toe aspect of things. But there's still lymph glands, and there's the mammary glands still exist regardless of whatever age you are. your lymphatic system drains automatically in and through and around the breasts. So if you have an infection somewhere in your body, it's still going to go through the breast. So you want to make sure that you have a good flora within the breast tissue as well. Throughout, I mean, it's so important, even for your brain, even for your gut, even for, you know, the colon, the kidneys,
Yeah.
your vagina. There's so bacteria is everywhere in your body, and it's necessary for the process of the body.
Yeah.
And
I mean, and I went through actually very specific probiotic strains yesterday, and it was interesting how each one of them was very much very focused in on certain areas of the body. So I'm not going to go through them all again, but the one I do remember is lactobacillus. And it is, there's a couple of different kinds of those, and each one of them is, you know, works with the gut health, female health, so you're talking vaginal health, yeast infections, UTIs, different things like that. There's one that really helps with children's diarrhea situations, and you know, all these different formulas that we can get with the different strains, and that's just like 7 out of like how many of them that are so essential. I don't even think they have them all cataloged. It's just kind of impossible at this point to catalog them all.
I think it's all the best, best to keep a good broad spectrum, right? If you're just having one probiotic forever,
Yep. No, you
kind
can't.
kind of throws that out of balance as well.
Yeah.
So in the American Society for Microbiology, they talk about the even the role of probiotics for breast cancer prevention, and I'll add that link to there. But it's again pairing it up to the gut
Mhm.
probiotic and the balance of the gut in that. But it is just as important with that, and it has to do again with that lactation aspect of our lives, in that season of our lives, where we could, because there are, when we're talking with different women or different practitioners throughout what I'm studying, they have seen or they suspect that sometimes there is candida present in the breast tissue, and
Mhm.
that can be part of a mastitis. A mastitis is an infection, right? So that you know that the bacteria is held within there as well. So we need to always be aware of that when we're looking at the whole health aspect of probiotic health for the entire body, and especially for women. It's just so important, and especially this one here is more of a study about the anti-cancer effect to probiotic use.
Oh, that's interesting as well too. Yeah, because you know, you don't think about something that is, you know, very common and very kind of everyday kind of situation actually giving you that benefit of, well, of course, I mean, if you're going to boost your immune system, it just makes kind of sense that or supporting your immune system, I should say, it is actually just going to incorporate down the road very much
Yeah.
opportunity for better health.
So in a 2017 study with the University of California, they Lactus Bacillus acidophilus is the one that they were researching. So it's normally found in yogurts and kimchi, right? And we know that's one of the major probiotics when you're talking in most supplementations. And it has the ability to reach the mammary gland, and it has anti-cancer effects to it. So women who ingest fermented milk like kefir, right, or yogurts, may experience protective antioxidant effects.
Hmm.
So that is, and they know that the Lactobacillus bacillus and the lactococcus are common bacteria that are found in healthy breast tissues.
Wonderful.
Yes.
That's interesting because I didn't even think about that, to be honest. I don't know why. My brain doesn't go to boobs right away. It just goes right to the gut. But that's really interesting because I mean, again, it's one of those overall things that's going to help with everything. And then, like you were saying, switching up the brands too. So I was telling people yesterday that, you know, even if you take it take one bottle 4 times a year during that season of, flu season, if there's such a thing, to really just boost and support yourself during that time. But also, if you're in a healing crisis or you're in a healing journey, then you're going to want to take it all the time. But then, of course, you want to switch the bottles out each time too. You want to switch it out from one to the other, and it's not going to hurt or change or whatever. Actually, you're going to benefit from it because you're going to get that extra whatever on each one of them.
There are plant-based probiotics. There are of course, the milk-based probiotics. You've got the spores. And then you've got the fermented foods. So
yeah, well, we're going to talk about the foods tomorrow. I just wanted to talk about brands. Yesterday, we did talk about the fact that lactobacillus strains, like there's a whole pile of them, are actually good for lactose intolerant people. It's not the same protein situation that causes gut distress, and it is a bacteria. It's not coming from dairy products or anything like that. It's something totally different, or it may be coming from dairy products. I'm not 100% sure on that. But the thing is, it doesn't affect like lactose that is people have a tendency, the protein that people have a tendency to be allergic to or intolerant of. So, and there's actually one strain of probiotic that is recommended for people that have lactose intolerance, and it begins with the lacto kind of situation, and people have been a little bit like, oh, that's going to be, but no, it's not that situation. So where was I going with that?
So today you're talking about the different types or the different brands?
Yesterday we talked about the different types. Today I'm just kind of I put up a link to Full Script. If you guys have been following along with me, you know that I do kind of prefer the Biomed International products. There's one product that's called, I'm just going to see if I can find it here. It's a Biomed 7-in-1 probiotic. And it is amazing. Here, I can just share my screen a little bit here.
Yes, I make sure I am taking it when I'm traveling to ensure that I have bowel movements. So, but so the Healthline, while you're looking that up, Healthline has an incredible lineup of, understanding, different probiotics to support brain health. And so tomorrow we're talking about foods. You go ahead.
Okay, sorry. So this is, I don't know if you can actually see that. It doesn't zoom in or anything. But this product here, the Biomed Probiotics 7-in-1, is one of the really more affordable probiotics that you want to take in. And it's got the 7 different ones that I was talking about yesterday: Lactobacillus, Acidophilus, Lactococcus, Lactis, and then, it just goes through all of the rest of them. And as you saw yesterday, I can't pronounce a lot of them. But I mean, there is tons. And they have another product that's called Bacillus coagulans. And this one is, again, one of those shelf-stable ones, which is very much the same as fridge stored ones. And this one is very much, helps with, passes through the stomach in its spore form. So it actually survives the stomach acid that kills off a lot of this stuff too. Goes into the duodenum, so that's the first part of your intestine, and germinates and multiplies rapidly to becoming metabolically active in the intestines, which is, really what we want for a lot of that. So it is, like I said, so very important for so many things. And on that Full Scripts site, there is there's a wide variety of very health professional grade products. Soroil is another one, or Genestra is another really, really good one that I really love for probiotics. and it is actually issue specific. And this is the one that has the ones for children as well too. They have ones for people that have just come off of antibiotics. So you always, always, always want to go on a probiotic after you come off of it, or even while you're on an antibiotic. It's a little bit of controversy with regards to that, but as long as you're taking your antibiotic first thing in the morning, your antibiotic first thing or last thing at night, and then you take your probiotic in between. You don't take them together. Yeah, and then there's other ones for IBS. There's other ones for all different kinds of situations. Female health, you can actually get a cream. And we were talking about probiotic creams that can go on your skin for atopic dermatitis, skin issues, and different things like that. There's other ones that are vaginal that you can get for yeast infections. You get it like in what do they call them? Suppositories. Situations like that. So there's all different kinds, and you're going to be able to see those on that site as well too. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. What brands do you like and recommend?
Lately it's been the bio.
Okay.
Right. But in a lot of cases, I am normally asking them to go to the Genestra because they do have the different types and levels and the little bit of sometimes some different focuses.
Mm-hmm.
But in most cases, I'm just getting them to just grab and use. Just get it into you, and then be eating the probiotic foods, and if they can eat not so much kimchi, but even homemade sauerkrauts or fermented vegetables or the kefir, not regular yogurts. That doesn't really count. It would be the plain yogurts you would make yourself, not the ones that are flavored and sweet and sugar and jam in there and stuff like that. But and trying to eat a variety of different, even just fermented vegetables and things. But it's interesting. I'm just like, just get it into you. Just be consistent. Drink lots of water. Take it when you can. Like and is there a time? It depends what you're trying to achieve, right? Trying to have better bowel movements and relate to the gut and heal that aspect. Take it at night. Helps with that. If you're having digestive issues, take it with your food. There's no, there's a right or wrong with depending on what you're doing, but it's just get it into you.
Yeah.
Consistently get it into you. Consistently do the best that you can. Consistently try and identify where your stressors are, so that you can then ensure and journal about things. How is it? Did it even do anything? Right? Like you're taking it. Does it do anything? Well, didn't switch it up.
Well, and that's the thing though too. With the probiotics, you're not going to really know if it's actually doing anything. If you don't have any major issues and you're just taking it for prevention, and we talked about the prophylactic situation with regards to that, as well as immune support as well too in the cold and flu season kind of situation, or if you're going to be around other people that have compromised immune systems that you want to protect as well too. So this is going to be you're not going to see any dramatic issue change. Like it's not going to be something, but the thing is, it's just going to again be in the background, holding your hand, making things like a nice warm sweater. It's going to keep you nice and comfortable and on the right track with regards to your health. I know I had a client that I started them on probiotic, and they're like, well, it's not working. There's not, but I said, okay, so how are your bowel movements? Well, yeah, I go regular every day now. I'm like, okay, well, that's it working. If you feel like you want to go off it. But then if you start getting constipated or you start to have, issues with your gut where you're have to run to the bathroom because you're on a certain medication, like metformin. Metformin for my diabetics, metformin is one of those medications that can cause diarrhea. It's one of those side effects, and any kind of pharmaceutical medication is going to have side effects. So if you have diarrhea and you're like, well, that's just normal, that's me. No, it's not. You can take something like a probiotic that can actually help, keep those your stools normal as well. So what's your opinion on prebiotics?
Well, get it in food for sure. Like,
Yeah, I know I've seen and heard of people tell me that, oh, the doctor's really, he's prescribed this prebiotic for me. I'm like, really? Okay, well, yeah, you can have a prescription for prebiotic. It's usually inulin or Metamucil or something along that lines, which is more of a fiber. But all prebiotics are is a insoluble fiber. That's all they are, and they basically help to feed the probiotics. That's what they do. So you can get that in an apple. All you have to do, what's that old saying? Eat an apple a day. You keep the
apple a
doctor
day.
away. All you need is have an apple or two a day. You get prebiotics from that insoluble fiber. So eat your vegetables, eat your fruits. You're going to get the helpful prebiotics that you need. They come in so many forms. It's fiber, basically. Prebiotics fiber.
Yeah, inulin is a clear fiber, right?
Yeah. And that's what you get in apples. It's one of the constituents of phytonutrients in apples. So
I think it's important to always keep that variety of food. Am I okay?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. It's even a part of that when you're using the flaxseed and the ground flaxseed, the ground chia, the ground seeds, that still has that aspect of fiber. So it still has that prebiotic portion of things,
Yeah.
which is so important. And the more you're looking at the different things that we do talk about, it's like we should be doing more flaxseed. This is why, like, 3 tablespoons sounds a lot, but it's incredible benefits to getting it into you. So it's not like we should be doing a 75 hard water challenge. We should be doing a 75 hard fiber challenge. Like, it's,
Oh my God, you're so right.
like, nobody gets enough fiber into them,
No.
in that you need to be in, or even flax seeds or whatever. I mean, I keep laughing at the Metamucil challenge that's going on. I see it now that we've talked about it. That's all we're going to see in our social
Oh yeah,
media.
for sure.
Interesting, even for them to be like, yes, it's a big product. Yes, it does a great job. Yes, there's sugar in it, things like that. But the premise of it is just the same. Prebiotic, going to the bathroom, blood sugar regulations. Like, it's like so important.
Cleaning
Overall,
up that gut. Yep.
clean it up. Let's go, folks. Like,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
so important. So, and then double whammy coming back in behind and filling it up with good bacteria with probiotics. Like,
Yeah.
it's a no-brainer, easy way to be preventative about your health.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing is, I mean, we really try to make it as easy as possible for people. And that's why we say probiotics is kind of like the base. It's if you do nothing else, try to have an apple a day and take a probiotic, and you're gonna be well on your way to helping yourself out. And then when you start really incorporating a lot of this healthy stuff in, it's a little bit easier to think, well, maybe I should have a glass of water as opposed to another coffee, or maybe I should add a little bit more fruits and vegetables onto my plate. It's kind of an accumulative role that a lot of us start off with the basics like this, like a probiotic and maybe a digestive enzyme. I know we talked a little bit about that yesterday, but we talked a big part about that 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
If you have the bloating and the gas, digestive enzyme is a way to go. And then couple that with I know it's for people that don't like supplements. I know this is like, they're pushing that stuff on us again and blah, blah, blah. It's up to you, really. I mean, how important is your health to you? these are very, very cheap supplements. This is not like a major detox or, cramming things down your throat or anything like that. It's really just up to you. Like, how important is your health to you? And nowadays, we all know it's important to poop. It's important to, clean out that gut. And it's important to have a very strong immune system. I know, and I've heard it 1,000 times from people, I just can't eat vegetables. It's blah, 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 whatever. But the thing is, again, that's a choice.
Yep.
Just a choice. And if you don't want to be healthy, then that's your choice. That's okay. We try to give as much information for you guys to incorporate into trying to get more water and trying to get more fruits and vegetables, throwing out all kinds of recipes, giving you guys as many tips and tricks as we can. Again, but we can't force it down your throat by any means. It has to be a conscious decision for so much of this. And by understanding that, taking a probiotic or even just adding that in a digestive enzyme, it's going to make a world of difference and you're going to feel it. There's just no two ways around it.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you do suffer from stomach bloat, and as cause bloating is real, and adding that digestive enzyme pre-dinner and doing that is so important. The probiotic aspect of things, if it's not just for that prevention of things, but you've got to look at the bigger picture. What things are you disposition to? How are you going to prevent that? And you're looking at the easies about even your nutritional supplementation. Fatty acids, fish oils, omegas, right? Vitamin C is so important right now. Vitamin D is so important. You don't have to be crazy. I believe minerals are essential. Probiotics and digestive enzymes while you're changing your diet, while you're managing some stress, clearing up things, doing those types of things are going to be so beneficial to you. And unless you're doing therapeutic supplementation for things, then I believe a basis is necessary. And like minerals with magnesium.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. And I mean, it's the full thing, because like, we're not just our guts. We're not just our boobs. We're not just our brains. We are multifaceted, and we have to target different things as well too. Excuse me. That's and actually you touched on a subject that just kind of clicked in my head from yesterday was, a lot of times when we start diving deep into the situations and the root causes of issues with a lot of our clients, we see inflammation. And when I was talking about the Biomed probiotic strains yesterday, one of the probiotic strains, or actually a couple of them probiotic strains, were actually targeted for inflammation as well too. So I mean, it kind of isn't, again, a no-brainer as far as we're concerned.
Yeah. It's easy peasy.
Yeah, definitely. So excuse me. So you have a new shirt. I love it. Are you are we still, yeah, you're doing your touch your tatas. I love it.
Monday night, actually. I'm just looking at my calendar here, or Monday afternoon, or I'm not sure, but I think I'll do that again. And really, that whole program is honestly a transformation program for me, because as I'm researching and as I'm understanding and trying to tweak everything and do all of that, it's so important to when I'm talking about breast health, that program changes all the time. So get involved with it. It's always changing. I'm always bringing in new research. So for sure.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, right now is, an incredible time for so many people, because I believe there has never been so much research with regards to health. And I know there's been like tons over the last 100, 200, 600 years. But the thing is, right now, and connecting things back to our health. The research out there right now and how scientifically it really does make an impact on our health, nutrition, and the basic healthcare, self healthcare is substantial. Like, I mean, it's all over the place. And as we bring this information to you guys, understanding that we're always learning new things as well too, in the process of trying to make sure that you guys get the best information, the most up-to-date information. And it's because we're kind of geeks like that. We like that kind of stuff. So we spend hours looking for this stuff, not only just scrolling down the hole of cat videos, but it's, we do, and we figure out this information for you guys so we can give you the most up-to-date and relevant information for you guys for your health. And that's what we love to do. So, yay. Yeah. Yay. So that's it for today. I think tomorrow I would like to dive into the food end of things a little bit more, the prebiotic and the probiotic foods, and then just understanding a little bit more about, because there's a lot of people out there that don't want to do supplements or can't do supplements. Even people that can't take pills, I come across those quite often. And for the most part, probiotics are actually in capsules. So you can actually open those capsules and put them in food. You're not going to get as much potency because a lot of them get killed off in the stomach, because that's what the stomach does. It has supposed to be having high acid to be able to kill off things. So you'll still get some that's benefits and sends to the gut, but not as much as you would if you took a capsule. But it's still a doable thing, especially for kids that take pills, or dogs or animals. If you're giving them probiotics as well too, you can really open up the capsules and put it in their food, and it's going to be beneficial. Again, a lot better than if you didn't take it at all. So, yay. What is your schedule this week? Did you want to talk about that, or? No?
Well, this week I am back in Huntsville on Thursday, and then that's the only day that I'm away, so that's good.
Okay. Yeah,
that's good. And that's it. And so just trying to be live every day at 3, continuing in talking about that, ramping up for the 5-day hormone detox starting April 1st, and doing the Touch Your Tatas little bitty workshop Monday.
Yay. And I'm actually ramping up for the Shred 10. We're starting April 5th, so on a Monday. And yeah, so that's after Easter. Did you figure that one? You got Easter in there. For people that follow Easter and celebrate Easter, or recognize Easter. But yeah, so
it's too early this year. Anyways.
But it's going to be nice because there's no snow. At least the bunny rabbit doesn't have to jump through the snowbanks to lay the eggs.
Say this.
All right, everybody. So we'll see you tomorrow, 9 o'clock sharp. Take care.
Have a great day. Talk to you soon.